Welcome back folks, I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. So we've jumped in the adventure bus, we've come up the A30 to Bodmin and we're staying at Colliford Lake. It's a pretty impressive view. So here's the lake, never stayed here before, but it's actually our wedding anniversary. So we thought we'd come up and celebrate our wedding anniversary by staying in the adventure bus to remind us of that awesome epic European road trip we did for our honeymoon last year. I know it's our anniversary, but my wife is amazing, so I thought I'd get up early. Too stunning a location not to come out for a run and bring you guys along. But we're gonna have a run around the lake. I have no idea how far it is. It looks quite far all the way around. I'd say at a guess probably just over 10k. But let's get running and let's take you on this little adventure around Colliford Lake. Awesome. I don't think I've skimmed stones since I was about 10 years old and I haven't lost my touch. I just got a tenner. Just trying to shelter from the wind. It's a little bit blowy out here today, so hopefully you can hear me all right, but the lake is looking pretty beautiful. The last time I ran out this way was in Ultra Trail Southwest many years ago. Endurance Life used to put on a 100-mile event, and the actual year I did it, it was an epic route. We started on the south coast and then we cut inland at Loo, and then you had to go all the way across inland over the top of Brownwilly on Bodmin Moor, and we actually ran past Colliford Lake. I think we did. It was in the middle of the night and I was totally knackered, but I'm sure we ran pretty close to this lake, and that was the last time I ran anywhere near it. But an awesome place to run, so let's show you a bit more of this route. If you watched our last running video where we ran around Zena Loop, this is going to be done in a similar style. So we're going to run round, show you the sights of Colliford Lake, and then we're going to answer some of the popular questions that we get asked at Run4Adventure. Seeking a bit of shelter again. The first question that we're going to answer is, what shoe do I prefer to wear when I'm running an ultra marathon? To be honest, I've run over the years ultra marathons in lots of different shoes. I would say up to 50k. I'm not really that fussed, depending on the terrain, obviously, whether it's road or trail. But once we get past 50k, 50 miles, 100k, 100 miles, then I do have a preference. I've done most of my 50k, 100ks, 100 miles in speed goats, ranging from speed goat 1, 2 and 3. I've got to be honest, I'm not a massive lover of the 4. For me, the fit has kind of been spoiled. It doesn't hold my foot like the 3s and the 2s did, unfortunately, because it was definitely my go-to shoe for, like I said, 50 miles or above. I did most of my 100 milers in it. Obviously, when it comes to races like the Arc of Attrition, every year I've run the Arc, I tend to switch my shoes quite regularly through the race, which I don't normally do on other races. When I did UTMB, I kept in the same pair of speed goats from start to finish. So 39 hours on my feet, same pair of shoes, same pair of socks. Shoes never came off my feet. But what I tend to do in the Arc is I'll have a luggy, grippy shoe, say a Salomon Fell Razor or Hoka Jaws, and then I'll switch when I get to the road, the drier, firmer sections. I'll switch to a shoe that's not so aggressive, that's going to offer me a bit more cushioning. But I would definitely say, as far as the shoe I tend to use for ultras, especially long ultras, it would have to be the Hoka, and it would either be the Speed Goats or the Torrent. Although saying all of that, I think when it comes to the Arc of Attrition next year, I'm going to have a shoe change, so I'm probably going to be rocking the Peregrine 10 for the Arc of Attrition next year. I've loved the shoe. I found it so comfortable on all terrains, and the grip, I can't fault the grip of it, so it would be ideal for the Arc of Attrition. Really grippy in the muddy sections, really sticky on wet rock, but then when you hit them road sections, it's still a really comfortable shoe. So it's definitely a shoe I'll be doing a lot more ultras in. And to be fair, I think the Peregrine 10 is going to be my go-to ultra shoe from now on. I'm actually rocking another Saucony shoe from their range today. It is a road shoe. It is the new Saucony Ride 13. I know it's not really made for this type of terrain, but to be fair, I had to do a bit of road to get here. And I want to get the 50 miles in it as soon as possible, so that we can obviously get our full in-depth review on the shoe. And hopefully, should be up by the weekend. So far, so good. Happy with that, bit of stone balancing. Okay, we come to a barbed wire fence. I can't see any signs saying keep out, so I suppose it'll be alright to go through. Fingers crossed. That was close. Nice place to camp. Not sure you're meant to do that though, but never mind, they got away with it. So, come across this odd looking object in the water. Looks like a kind of UFO has dropped down and landed in the water. I have no idea what it is. What I'll do is I'll do a bit of research and I'll put some information on the screen, probably, I don't know, somewhere here. Okay, so we've kind of come to a dead end, this kind of big dam wall, but I reckon we can probably make it over the top of that, but let's find out. Maybe it'd be a safer option heading up the end. I think I can see a gate. It's a little bit sketchy and I got no idea what's over the other side of this wall, so let's make our way down to the end. That's a bit better. Right, that's a bit safer. We can get over the wall here. Also, in the Xena Loop video, we asked a question: would you guys be interested in seeing a video about kinesiology tape and ways to tape? And the feedback was super positive. Loads of people requesting that video. So I've been in touch with Paul Coker. He is super interested in doing a video, or we're going to try and do a little series of videos highlighting different methods of taping, different areas that we can tape to help with niggles, help with injury prevention. So yeah, hopefully coming to the channel soon. Oh, that's nice, the sun's just come out, beautiful. A bit more sheltered around this side of the lake as well. So question number 2 is running pole related. I get asked a lot, do I use poles? Do I think they're helpful, or are they just a hindrance? Well, yeah, I definitely use running poles. I've used them in lots of races. And personally, I think they really do help in the right environment. I wouldn't personally go to a mountain race without them, so I use them at the CCC and UTMB. I've also used them in some flatter races, say like the Arc of Attrition. I turned up at the first Arc of Attrition with poles in my hands and everybody looked at me like I was a bit crazy. But I think over 100 miles of short ups and downs, constant, they really help take a bit of pressure off the quads. They give you that little bit of lift when you're going up climbs, but they also give you another point of contact for stability, but they help keep that posture nice and upright as well. So I think there's lots of benefits from poles as long as you're well practiced. You've got to get out there, use them, get used to them. They've almost got to become a part of your hand, you know, so you forget you're using them. Then they can be beneficial. If you think you can just pick them up for a race and use them when you're not practiced, they're just going to get in the way and cause problems. So yep, I've used running poles a lot. I would always use them in the mountains, and I use them on some flatter runs. But my top bit of advice is practice, practice, practice. Get used to them, then they can be really beneficial. Okay, so there might be a slight change of plan. I've just got around the corner and this lake is a bit bigger than I thought it was. So we've done what? Nearly 4 miles already. I think it's a lot longer than 10k. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around and head back the way I came. Wow, I can't believe how big it is. Look tiny from over that side. Bit of a deja vu moment there. I'm sure I just went over that gate. So third and final question is sock related, and it's the question we probably get asked the most at the channel, and it is, what socks tend to appear in our shoe reviews and on the thumbnail of them shoe reviews? The brand is called Stance. If you haven't heard of them before, definitely worth checking out. They are a super cool brand. They're so cool. In their offices, they've got a half-pipe skate ramp. That's how cool they are. But they tend to make socks for everything, not just running. They do basketball, golf, casual, skateboarding, all kinds of stuff. They tend to be in pretty funky colorways and some limited edition designs as well. They also support some awesome athletes. So Anton Kopicka, my running hero, that's for sure. But also a young Red Bull mountain bike rider called Harry Jones, who has a wicked YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, definitely worth going and checking out Harry Jones's YouTube channel. Yep, the brand is Stance. They're not just cool looking, they are great socks to run in. Really comfortable, they wash well, they last really well. I've been running in them for years. But yeah, if you haven't checked them out before, check out Stance socks. So we are back at the campsite. My estimations of 10k were only slightly out. I didn't realise that the section I thought was the opposite bank was actually an island. You had to run all the way around that to get to the other side. So we've actually done 8.2 miles, and that was only halfway round. But let's get back to the van. We're gonna get a coffee, have some breakfast, then we'll get packed up. We'll be heading off home. So that is us all packed up. Really hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and enjoyed the whistle stop tour of Colliford Lake. It was an awesome run, beautiful scenery. I didn't quite make it all the way around, but I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a massive thumbs up. We really appreciate the channel. It helps the channel grow. I really hope you found the answers to the questions in today's video really useful, and we're going to be doing more videos on a similar theme. So if you've got any more questions that you need answering, get them in the comments below and we'll try and answer them in future videos. But thanks for watching, guys. Your support is awesome. We will see you in the next video, and stay safe and keep on running.